going on? It's your man, Mr. Controversy, here representing the 3-point conversion. Did you miss me? And yes, this is my NFL diary. Another crazy week, people. I just got done finishing watching the game. The Cleveland Browns get beat. They get upset. Yeah, I said it. Get upset by the Baltimore Ravens, the hurting Baltimore Ravens, off a field goal block to end the game. What? That's how we doing it? Hey, well, look, like I said, it was a crazy week. Make me think back to the game Sunday night. We're going to get into that. A lot of disappointing losses for teams, a lot of great wins. Go Chicago Bears. And then I got I don't want to say condolences, but I'm praying for you. And I'm definitely praying for Chris Johnson. Hopefully he comes back. Jimmy Graham. Hopefully you get a healthy and speedy recovery. Gronk. Man, Patriots died is a big one. But still, Gronk. That was a big loss. So like I said, it was a lot of major injuries. Oh, I forgot Tony Romo. And let me say this real quick. The crazy thing about Tony Romo is a lot of people cheered, even Dallas fans. Like, where's your dignity? Like, I can't believe you did that. This is your team. Yes, I know you don't like your quarterback, but you cheer and you get happy and put memes. I call them memes. You put memes up of Tony Romo, your quarterback, and you glad that he got hurt and he's out for the season? Come on, man. It's horrible. What a fan base. So, you know how we do it. First of all, we're going to talk about counterfeit teams. And I think I only have one counterfeit team this week. Then we have to talk about big, important wins. Yes, it was some important wins. Bigger than the win itself, I guess, because we all look at it like, hey, they won the game, great win for them. But it's much deeper than that. Also, who's getting too much credit? Yes, I have another victim. But you know I'm always right when it comes to who's getting too much credit. And we'll see who gets too much credit or who's getting too much credit today. And I have to go ahead and shame the devil and tell the truth. You know how we do it. So the truth revealed, that's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the truth. Many people might not like it, but it's the truth. So you know how we do. I got to cue my music. And let's get this thing going. Big up Sharon Beats. Yeah. Oh, and if you're watching this on the YouTube channel or the 3pointconversion.com website, yes, I'm playing music. Listen to the podcast also. Check it out. We grooving. We flowing in here. First of all, I got to say big ups to Mr. Joel Schaefer. Thanks for listening, man. Thanks for caring. Keeping me up in your prayers, whatever you're doing. I know you happy that we beat the Green Bay Packers. So that was for you, even though you didn't do the job when we needed y'all to beat the Green Bay Packers. Anyway, big up to my 3-point conversion crew. And, of course, Big TJ, I'm still coming for you, baby. We need to set that up. I don't think you're ready. Anyway, let's get to it. All right. My counterfeit team, the Green Bay Packers, counterfeit. That rolled off my tongue. So lovely. So why do I think Green Bay is counterfeit? When I think of all the teams that they've beaten, there's only been one good team, the Minnesota Vikings. That's it. When they beat Seattle Seahawks, I want to say they weren't good back then. Some of y'all might say they're not good now. You say, well, Kansas City Chiefs, they're 6-5. But they're on a 5-game winning streak. Back then, they were on a what? 3 to 4 game winning streak? Nah. So we think about the teams that they lost to. Well, we'll say the teams that we consider one of the best or few of the best. That's in the Denver Broncos got destroyed, and the Carolina Panthers, which are 11-0. So you might say, okay, if they're 11-0, I can understand why the Green Bay Packers lost to them, which is true. But at the same time, they played horribly. Now, they came back and made it a game, but still counterfeit. I mean, my thing is, like I said 2 weeks ago with Jordy Nelson, you're losing to Jordy Nelson. It's really making him very valuable. And I know a lot of people have been writing articles and everything about Jordy Nelson, which is true. I thought Randall Cobb was going to step up, but he didn't do anything. Come on, Randall. Where you at, baby? This is your chance. So you signed that contract and you came back to Green Bay to put up this type of performance? Anyway, that's my counterfeit team. Green Bay Packers, counterfeit. So now, let me get to the meaningful wins. So I'm going to pick 3 games, 3 teams that had meaningful, impactful, important wins that was much deeper than the game, much deeper than what the average fan may see as just another win or a big win. Let me start out with my Chicago Bears. Big, important win. So I'm going to explain it, and I'm going to talk about it now. And I wrote this in an article. If you want to go check it out, go to the 3-Point Conversion website, 3pointconversion.com. And the article is titled, Not an Ordinary Win, or Not Just an Ordinary Win. So why is this an important win and not just an ordinary win? This was like beating the big brother or beating your father in a game of basketball or finally beating up the bully. However you think about it, however you want to paint the picture. But Cutler was 1-12 against Rodgers in his all his games as a Chicago Bear before Thursday night. But still, 7 of those losses were only by 8 points or less. Then add 2 more that they only was a 10-point lead or 10-point win for Green Bay Packers. So that means it's only been 2 blowouts. So what does that tell you? That is, it became mental for Chicago and Cutler and maybe Forte. If you looked at the game, you seen times where they got uptight. You seen times where Cutler looked nervous in the first half. The play calling got uptight or got tight at the end of the game. But the most important play of that game was during the first drive. Green Bay Packers got the ball. It's 4th and 2 at the 50-yard line, and they decide to go for it. They only do this against us. Why? Because they punk us all the time. But what happened? We stopped them. That showed this is not the same Bears team. We're not scared anymore. And what happened? We go ahead and beat the Packers. So now the reason why it's important is because not only will we just say, hey, we beat the Packers finally, but for the future, now we're not scared of you. We know we can beat you. And we beat you in Green Bay when Brett Favre was getting his jersey retired, when Brett Favre killed it the same way. But like I said, this is a big win. Because my thing is, if we can't beat the bully in our division, how do you expect to go to the playoffs and win? How do you expect to win your division If you can't beat the best team in your division, big win. Another important win. Another team, the Seattle Seahawks. Big win. Not just because Russell Wilson threw 5 touchdowns. I don't think he threw any picks, no picks. Not because they won the game without beast mode. But the reason why is because the way they won the game, they had to score points. They had I think at one point, climb uphill. Yeah, because they were down. The defense at times showed up. They played all right. But like I said, at certain times, they stepped up. The pick for Lane with the fake punt, the pick late in the game by the best safety in the game, Cam Chancellor. But again, they stepped up. They showed through adversity, we can win. We're the NFC champs. And now what does this do? I think this catapults this team now to an unbelievable playoff run. Will they get to the Super Bowl? I don't know. But I tell you what, teams better be nervous because the team has experience, a great defense, a great quarterback, and they're not scared of anyone. So, important win. And then my last important win is the Denver Broncos. Yes, another unbelievable game, the game down to the end, and they beat the New England Patriots. So you have this quarterback, Brock Osweiler. He's been getting a lot of notoriety, a lot of credit. But, he stepped up. I can't lie. That was a big stage. It's a big game. Elements snowing. His best receiver playing like his worst receiver. I don't know what was going on. So anyway, they come in, they get the running game going. They're down by 7 early. Then they get down by 14. Defense starts to play well. And what happened? They believe. Say it again. They believed. Rest is history, y'all. Come back in overtime and win the game. But the funny thing is, as important as this game is to the New England Patriots, it didn't mean anything to the New England Patriots. Why? Because everybody was hurt. I mean, what you expect? You got your best tight end, your best receiver, your second best receiver, all out. Well, Grunt played most of the game, then he got hurt, but still. And they still come back and tie the game in the last seconds. Still think this is the best team with the best quarterback. But like I said, man, big ups to Denver Broncos. Why is this important? Because now with the Denver Broncos, they feel like, you know what? We can beat anybody on any given Sunday. Now, you say most teams should feel like that, and teams probably do think that. But this team has done it. They went to Chicago on the road with his quarterback who's never started, and they win the game. They played the best team in the NFL on a Sunday night, big stage, and they win the game. I see a nice run for this team. Wonder what happens when Peyton comes back. I'll ask you, and I want you to comment. I want you to comment. Wherever you hear this, you're listening live, whatever, comment. Should Peyton get his starting job back, or at least get a chance to see what he can do if he's sort of healthy? Let's see. All right. So now, who's getting too much credit? Let me see. All right. First week, I talked about Cam Newton. The next week, I talked about Jeremy Langford. Then last week, I talked about Brock Osweiler. So you know who's getting too much credit? Matt Hasselbeck. Now, again, let me explain. This segment doesn't mean they shouldn't get any credit at all. I'm just saying they're getting too much credit. Matt Hasselbeck has done a terrific job. But you're not the reason why y'all keep winning. It's because Andrew Luck sucks. I'm just kidding. No, it's the reason why is because the quarterback is playing pretty good ball, a decent ball. Okay, I said it earlier, terrific ball. But also the defense is playing sound football. Look what they did in Atlanta last week. Look what they did against Tampa Bay, who's been playing really well of late. But this is why I say he's getting too much credit. These are the teams he's beaten. And I'm going off the head. Houston Texans, back then when they sucked. And that's when Mallett was starting, Ryan Mallett. They beat the Atlanta Falcons, who is suspect. Forget suspect. They're just weak. Then they beat Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, Tampa Bay is a nice team. They're a good team. But still, I wouldn't say Tampa Bay is like the team to beat. So all I'm saying is he's getting too much credit. And then you got a lot of people talking about they should stick with Hasselbeck and don't play Luck because they're winning. Stop it. Stop it. Come on, man. Stop it. What are you thinking? Andrew Luck? You saying Hasselbeck is better than Andrew Luck because he has a better rapport with his receivers right now, it seems like? Nah, you bugging. He's getting too much credit. Okay. So you know what? Let me switch this music real quick. Because I'm going to talk about something. A lot of people might get mad at this. But I'm telling the truth. Okay. So first we're going to talk about cornerbacks. And that's Corner. I was about to start, but y'all might have thought I said quarterbacks. I'm talking about cornerbacks. Okay. So Patrick Peterson right now has been playing lights out. At one point, a lot of people were saying he's the best cornerback in the league. It's hard to argue that. But, okay, let's stop talking about how Richard Sherman can't cover anybody or the number one receiver all game long. He's done it twice. And last week or Sunday night, he stopped the best wide receiver in the game easily. Didn't do anything. I ain't gonna lie, I forgot Antonio Brown was playing. Wherever he went, Sherman went. Now remember, Richard Sherman is not that fast. And Antonio Brown, we know is in the top 3 as far as fastest player in the game. And what happens? get shut down. Not because it was help, defense. No, the one-on-one, man-on-man. It was times where the other side, Seattle played zone, but it was man-on-man with Richard Sherman, Antonio Brown. He wanted that matchup, and he proved and he showed why he's the best cornerback in the NFL, bar none. What can you say? The proof is in the pudding. So everybody, I know y'all hate him because he talks a lot or whatever y'all think, but let's give it up to him. He's the best cornerback in the NFL. For you to be that slow and stop the fastest wide receiver in the game and the best wide receiver in the game, yeah, you got to give him your props. All right. Here, I'm ready for all the hatred, the cuss words. The Carolina Panthers right now, after Sunday night, are the best team in the NFL. They are. They're the best team. They're clicking on all cylinders right now. Cam is playing great. The wide receivers are catching, at least some of them. The defense, I mean, what can you say about them? But don't think they get to the Super Bowl this year. You say, Mr. Controversy, why do you say that? Experience. No experience. Well, they have a little bit. They've been to the playoffs the last few years. But, I mean, as far as getting to that level, hadn't been to the NFC Championship yet. So the first year they went, when they won a division, I think they lost the first game to San Fran. Last year, what they do? They won the first game. They beat Arizona, a team with no quarterback. I think it was the third or fourth string. I'll probably give $50 to whoever could name him right now that's not an Arizona Cardinals fan. Then they lose to Seattle, which is expected. I mean, Carolina was 8-8 last year, or 7-9, whatever they were. They weren't that good. So I give them credit because they played better than what their record said they were. But now, best team in the league. But who's going to make that play on offense when you need that big play, when you're playing against the best? Because the only team right now, I'll say, you know what? They beat a very good team, was the Green Bay Packers. And that's when they were slumping, but they beat them. And Carolina is playing their schedule. So I'm not even going to say that because they're 11-0. So I take that back. They beat everybody they played. And I'm not trying to say they're not good because they haven't played anyone. What I'm saying is when you get to the playoff, the competition is going to be crazy. The level of play is going to be skyrocketed. So, yes, I like the running back. I mean, he's doing his thing. But when you're playing against a Seattle that's ready now, that's playing better than they were when you played them last time, when you playing Arizona Cardinals, or even when you playing the Green Bay Packers, a team that can put points up, like I said, you're going against the elite each week. Yes, you're going to be at home. It doesn't matter, though. You were at home when San Francisco beat you. Don't see it. I'm not saying they're going to win a game. I think they're going to win a playoff game. I think they get to the NFC Championship. Not getting to the Super Bowl, though. Not this year. Next year, I expect this team to go to the Super Bowl. Will they win it? I don't know. But I see Super Bowl next year. I know this is, too early to say that, but all I'm basically saying is not this year. Not ready. Not ready. Yes, I've done it again. But like we say, this is where the truth is revealed. Sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes you can't understand the truth. Sometimes the truth doesn't make sense, but it's the truth. And I tell the truth and shame the devil. So that's going to wrap up this show or this episode. I appreciate everybody who's been listening, who's been following, for the advice, tips. Hey, man, this has been a great NFL season. I know the referees been playing horrible, though. I'll take the replacement refs right now over the refs we have right now. Can I say that? I say it right now like 2 or 3 times. Well. All I know is the refs are screwing up games. The Chicago Bears game, oh, my God. When you have the commentators laughing and saying, hey, I don't even know what to say. Come on. Even the Patriots-Denver game, they kept cheating for Denver. Now, some people might say Patriots deserve it. It's called karma. Whatever karma, whatever you think it is, they cheated. They were cheating. Blowing the time. I mean, and I've never seen referees go in and look under the hood and say, okay, let's check out this play, let's do it through replay, and they still get it wrong. Horrible. But like I said, it's been a great year, great season. 5 more games left. Almost hurts to say that. But hey, watch out for them Chicago Bears. Watch out for them Seattle Seahawks. Watch out for them Pittsburgh Steelers. It's scary. And I can't believe, I'm sorry, I got to give love. I know I have to leave. But if you're still listening, check this out. I can't believe that we have the Houston Texans with a playoff spot right now. That don't even seem right. We laughed at them. We ridiculed them. We talked about them. Quarterbacks missing flights. Coaches and owners getting into it about the quarterback. And yet still, they're winning. And they have a 6-5 record. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, like I said, it was a great season. I appreciate you all for listening. Shout out to the 3-point conversion staff. I have to name them. Mr. Vincent, the Juru, the fantasy Juru, that is. Ab Stanley, Lee Vowell, Ty Vandenberg, Dwayne Harrington. Who else? Oh, Mr. Matt. I don't know how to pronounce your last name. I'll call you Matt K. From Fantasy Sports Warehouse. Might be a lot of folks hating on you, bro, but I definitely appreciate the love, man. I appreciate you giving me a chance and being cool. A lot of stuff you've done for me, a lot of people don't know. I appreciate that. You can follow me on Mr. Controversy 21 on Twitter. Make sure you subscribe to the 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel. I appreciate the ones that has since the show. I appreciate you. Much respect, much love. Also, go ahead, like I stated before, check out the website, the 3pointconversion.com. Great website. Also, make sure you make sure you follow the 3-Point Conversion on the 3-Point Conversion station on Spreaker Radio. and you have to download the app, which is called Spreaker, Spreaker. Till then, see you next time. Peace. Will you miss me? I didn't even say, did you miss me? I didn't even do that. I'm slipping. Oh well. Holla.